If you've seen my last two videos, you know that I finished my climb to top masters on my Asia main account with Illaoi Vayne and Ruinous Acolyte Swarm. As tradition calls, it's now time to climb on my alternate account in the Americas region. I really wanted to showcase an Aatrox deck on the channel, so I decided to browse the internet for interesting Aatrox concepts. I stumbled upon a very weird deck from eyeing that ran Aatrox, Thresh, Viego, and Xolaani The Bloodweaver. My initial results with the deck wasn't too good because the list I was using was still very unrefined and I didn't know how to pilot the deck correctly. As I slowly tweaked the deck and as I learned how to play it correctly, I finally have the refined version of Thresh Aatrox. This refined Thresh Aatrox deck list was the one that I used to make the final climb from Platinum to Diamond at almost 80% win rate. First of all, I want to emphasize that this deck can be very tricky to play. For this deck in particular, I'm going to put the deck explanation and Mulligan tips at the middle of the video. I'm certain that explaining the deck will sound very confusing if you haven't seen it in action yet. Nonetheless, this is a grindy, mid-rangey control Darkin deck that can go from having no units to play at all in the first 3 turns to suddenly winning games with a full board of Xolaani Aspects Vayne. Getting Xolaani Aspects Vayne is very possible in this deck, and I will showcase this in one of the games in this video. Make sure to watch the video in its entirety because this deck has a lot of intricacies to it and I showcased most of them across the different games that I played. If you end up liking this video, make sure to leave a like, leave a random or non-random comment, and subscribe to help me reach my next milestone of 10,000 subscribers. Gwen Katarina against a Platinum 1 player trying to try hard and reach Diamond. Might be rough, might be rough. I'm keeping Hapless Aristocrat for sure. Should I keep Thresh? They don't have Elise, so I don't think I'm keeping Quietus. Quietus doesn't have too many good targets except maybe for the 2-drop. Should we keep it for the 2-drop? I think I'm keeping Vile Feast and Hapless Aristocrat though. I'm not sure if I should keep Thresh. We're attacking on turn 5, so Thresh might be good. Let's try keeping Thresh. We need equipments though. Nice! Darkin Bloodletter is really great. Double Darkin Bloodletters. Not a big fan. But now if they go for the Ruined Prodigy, I can go for Darkin Bloodletters. But then they could respond with Quietus. But I have another one. They Quietus the first one.
Where's my axe?
We just have to make sure we're not dying to Harrowing. So I think I'm gonna be a little bit conservative in trading down the board until I have Thresh.
I'll do better this time.
We always just block here. And then I think we pass first. I want to use Darkin Bloodletters next turn as a Nightfall activator for Moonlit Glenkeeper. Most players don't expect the Moonlit Glenkeeper, so usually they commit something here. If they don't, then we just Fading Icon. If they don't commit anything that's worth killing. Oh, we're gonna do that. Is there any way I can stop the Katarina from flipping? If I play Moonlit Glenkeeper now, she just deals 1 to my challenger, huh? No, there's no way we can commit more mana. What if we try to bait them out by using Bloodletters again? Let's pretend like we're just trying to proc Aatrox. Maybe they use Blade's Edge on the Spiderling. They don't get baited, huh? So that bait will not work on them, sadly. So if that will not work on them, we just do this. I underestimated them too much. Using the second Darkin Bloodletters did not work. Katarina will flip here, I guess. But probably not the end of the world. We're not gonna attack here, by the way, if they pass back. If they use Blade's Edge, of course we attack. Okay. Yeah, we don't attack. We need a blocker. Probably just set up for Thresh next turn. We have some decent blocks here. We just keep her off the box and save Moonlit Glenkeeper for when we have Thresh. I could also just Vile Feast. But I want to use Vile Feast maybe to prevent a Flock. A Glypsibion. So this will block Rune Prodigy. Nothing will block the Pidgeon yet. They'll probably deal damage to Katarina. So if they try to deal damage to Katarina, we can Vile Feast. They will have to deal damage to something with Pidgeon, right? It's either the Katarina or Redeemed Prodigy. It's the Redeemed Prodigy. Okay. So we block here. Block here. Block here. Seems okay. Seems okay. We can lifesteal a bit more damage next turn.
They'll never know what killed them.
I'm gonna start off with Bloodletters next turn. And then determine whether I go Thresh or I go Moonlit Glenkeeper.
Never play fair.
They play the set. They play Katarina? So we just go Thresh. They either attack or use Blade's Edge on the Keeper of the Box.
I'll do better this time.
Into the abyss.
Okay. Thresh will probably die to Ravenous Flock. I should have blocked this way.
It's
Wrong block by me. Would have been better if I insured the kill on Crimson Pidgeon instead of this way.
May we bleed forever.
Thresh will probably die to Ravenous Flock, so we just do this now. Hopefully we can recover some HP. Yeah, it was a my block was a misplay. I should have forced the kill on Crimson Pidgeon. I might lose off of that misplay. Yeah, oh, that was a misplay. I probably lose off of that. I need to establish enough blockers. They go Katarina. I need to establish more blockers before they come down with their next attack. So we're gonna do it by using Moonlit Glenkeeper here. So if they Katarina, they kill one of my blockers. I still have enough blocker for the Crimson Pidgeon and the Katarina, so that I don't die. The block order was a big mistake. I should have secured the kill on the Crimson Pidgeon with the first Thresh attack. Because the Legion Rearguard only had 1 HP left, I could have Vile Feasted it if it went for the open attack. I'm behind off of that one mistake, but if I don't die this turn, I could heal up, start healing up with my Aatrox. And that might allow me to come back. I can't play around Harrowing anymore. At this point, we lose to Harrowing no matter what. They probably block Blade's Edge, the Sapling. And if they have Vile Feast, we just lose. What if they don't attack at all? And they use their timer? Oh no, we're gonna win because they use their timer? Oh wow. I normally would not be happy with that one. We go for Aatrox. I will leave some blockers behind, so I'm only attacking with these two and Aatrox. But I think our opponent went AFK. Okay, never mind. So I will be leaving these behind. They have to block here, block here. They have to block all of these three. Do they have to? Can I attack with the Moonlit Glenkeeper? They already used one Ravenous Flock, and I think I need the healing from Aatrox. We don't mind the Aatrox dying. We just use World Ender to revive it later. If we don't die next turn, we're good. That's the only goal. We just have to not die next turn. Based on how my opponent is playing, it looks like they don't have Harrowing. I got really lucky that my opponent AFK'd last turn. Part of the game, I guess. I don't... It was a huge misplay on my part and my opponent... Okay, that's fine. So we just wait for the midnight raid. Arena.
They're afraid. They should
You
be.
just block. So I want to be able to block the Ruined Reckoner next turn. So I think I go Darkin Blade like this, so that I can block into it and it will die. I'm threatening World Ender if my opponent doesn't open attack here. I think my best bet here to establish more blockers is to use World Ender, right? I get Aatrox, this and this. I get healing from Aatrox and then... Yeah, I think I survive with World Ender. I get healing from Aatrox, I get to block 3 units. Then this is not enough damage to kill me.
I bring oblivion!
Yeah, this should not kill me, theoretically. The Harrowing is not strong enough. And then we just win next turn with Xolaani. Or just the overwhelm, sheer overwhelm.
Okay, ready.
We block everything. We block everything here. We block the highest attack units. We don't die here. There's no universe where we die. Even if they use Mark of the Isles, 2, 4, it's just 6 damage, we still survive. Oh, what a satisfying board! We have a 4 board of 4 overwhelm units with 10 power and high health. Got him. I misplayed that game, but my opponent misplayed too, so it was a misplay for misplay, I guess.
I am freed of this madness.
My opponent AFK'd, I misplayed the turn before. Game of misplays. Now we're facing the real test. We're up against Vayne Aatrox. We're unfavored. I'm not going to lie. We are unfavored here. I'm keeping Vile Feast plus Darken Bloodletters. Yikes. Not a good hand. Not a good hand. You might need to just preemptively Vile Feast this Steadfast Elkin here before they equip anything. Is that a play? No, it's not. We just chill for now. Maybe we save Vile Feast for something else. Monka. I guess we start the Darken Bloodletters. I should have followed my instinct. Now we don't get the drain. Did I just lose because of that misplay? Is that a game-losing misplay? We progress Xolaani, which is nice.
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's every shadow.
What we could do is set up Moonlit Glenkeeper and then give the sapling Darken Bloodletter so that we threaten the kill on Vayne. Or we could just threaten with Vile Feast. That also works. We could just threaten with Vile Feast. Could also put Darken Harp. Let's start with Darken Harp. I like putting the quick attack on it, because they'll be forced to block this one. If it's a 4-3, they usually don't want to block it. I need them to tap out of my... Oh! They tap. It might be better to kill the Ranger Knight Defector though. I think we just kill the Ranger Knight Defector. You don't want to get scouted into oblivion. I like killing you, Vayne. At least putting her down to 2 HP. I think I like that one. So they don't have Aatrox drawn yet, which is a plus. We have another Darkin Harp. It makes our Thresh very powerful. They will tumble? What? Deal some Nexus damage, progress your Vayne level up. I respect. Oh, Ruination is huge. We can start with this. This leaves us open to play Aatrox or to go for Darkin Harp. I think I go Darkin Harp.
Only war can bring me peace.
Why is Aatrox an 8/8? So I probably should Darkin Harp and set up for Ruination next turn. I want them to develop next turn and then I use Ruination.
Mortality is madness. Like a worm on a hook.
I'll stop you.
So I just need 9 mana for Ruination next turn, so I can use Vile Feast now, just to have a blocker. I want them to develop first. We can't deal with the 8/8 Aatrox.
All must end.
They're just gonna attack. Do they know I have Ruination? Or do they not? Is it worth just using Ruination here? We don't have any other ways to deal with Aatrox. Let's just do it. That's fine. It's a little bit scary, but it's okay. Do they already have Aatrox? Did they already draw it through Darkin Blade? I think they haven't done it yet. Why do they always have something bigger than mine? I guess we just try to win with Xolaani. The Anaka with Formidable plus Challenger is pretty threatening. Yeah, we just end the round for now. World Ender doesn't do anything for me yet. It boosts up the Aatrox, but Anaka has 10 HP. So we still don't beat Anaka. Still don't beat Anaka even if we go for World Ender. At least we kill Anaka if we go for that. Anaka just drags Aatrox. Oh, it doesn't have Formidable. Never mind. We can do this. This is the play. This is absolutely the play.
I bring oblivion. We are unshackled.
The Formidable, for some reason, isn't included. It has Challenger, but it doesn't have Formidable, and I don't know why. And they don't attack with Aatrox for some reason. Can't we just do this? What's the danger factor here? Single combat this way kills my Aatrox.
You? Yes, you do. It waited in the dark, the void. Easy, Captain. Your peace is at hand.
Okay.
There is no music
Harp.
as soothing as silence.
Can we take 12? Might be able to take 12. We can take 12, I think. If they have rally, then they have rally, whatever.
Madness, Xolaani. Yours is the one death I will abide. The thrum of war must sound one more time.
I hope they don't have rally or cataclysm. That will just lose us the game if they have it.
Who does not know the name LOR? There is no music as soothing as silence. Strength and grace, beauty in the play.
Lilies, where are you?
There she is, the coward of Italia.
Closer, Aatrox. Come to me. I am freed.
I am doom. Do you see?
Problem is we're at 2 HP. Any way to threaten lethal here? This reduces Aatrox's attack, which could be significant.
Let us end this madness, Xolaani. Yours is the one death I will abide.
So if we survive this turn, we win. That's about it. I'm scared of Aatrox's overwhelm. This is fine. I need to regen, so we regen with this. I think the only way I lose if is Aatrox challenges something weak. So I'm just not gonna play anything here. Like if they cataclysm,
Was the thanks we were offered.
I don't want to get cataclysm. I think I should follow my instincts and just not get cataclysm.
Demons walk among us.
Yeah, or something like that.
As men.
They probably don't have cataclysm, right? Damn it. What if I just moonlit Glen Keeper? Or what if I just chill? I'm threatening lethal next turn anyway.
Imagine this world, silent and obedient.
Will I regret doing this and dying to cataclysm? I think they don't have cataclysm. They usually don't run cataclysm. Yep.
There is no music as soothing as silence.
They might have catch, so I'm not gonna suicide my Aatrox into that one. Just do it this way. Oh, we could also do it this way.
Your blood demands more.
And then like this.
Everything.
One cost spell? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I did not play Hermit Condemn. I forgot about it. Damn. But they would have casted it here anyway. We can boost up the Xolaani by doing this.
blood.
You just go for the open.
I must protect them.
Aatrox first, followed by Xolaani.
I cannot trust them.
Or Xolaani first. Aatrox first, Xolaani, and then these three.
I am ascended.
You are nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing's enough. GG's. Got him. I think I played pretty well that game. Except maybe for turn 1 when I did a preemptive Vile Feast, the Steadfast Elkin. That was maybe the only misplay that game. Aatrox Kayn now? This is a tougher matchup. I think I'm gonna lose to Aatrox Kayn. We don't keep Vengeance. Moonlit Glenkeeper is usually a very strong card. Darkin Bloodletters we always keep. I could consider keeping Thresh. They have the turn 5 attack token. So maybe keeping Thresh isn't that good. Maybe keeping Thresh is good if they have the turn 5 attack token. But we need to have some early units to use Darkin Bloodletters on. So maybe we mulligan away Thresh and look for something else. Oh, Ruination is huge. Ruination is great in the Demacia matchup. Moonlit Glenkeeper should hopefully allow us to control the board before the Ruination turn, but we need to draw some early units. Yikes.
The bigger the hunt.
Yikes, 5 damage to face. Yikes, 7 damage to face. What is this? Is there a universe where we don't Moonlit Glenkeeper? Is there a universe where we take this damage, we go for Quietus? Quietus plus Moonlit Glenkeeper next turn? There might be a universe where we have to do that. Because if we don't draw an activator for Moonlit Glenkeeper, we just lose the game instantly. I think I take this damage first. Go for Quietus, Moonlit Glenkeeper, and Black Spear next turn. I think that's the only way I come back.
A piercing bolt.
So I destroy the Darkin Bloodletters because I don't want them reviving stuff. Then I go for Moonlit Glenkeeper plus Black Spear. It's fine. I can't use Bloodletters yet. I need to Black Spear one of them. Because they can re-equip the Darkin Lodestone. And I don't think I want them to do that. Now we come back on board. Hopefully we can stabilize with Ruination. We can Quietus the Kayn.
You are the tool. I am the weapon.
I think we have to take risks. We have to take risks here. I risk Momentous Choice, but I can't afford to
All monsters die.
not take that damage. We have to take this too. Then we stabilize with Aatrox, hopefully. Xolaani.
All that lives, I will end.
I could bluff Ruination too. I think I'm pretty happy to trade Aatroxes here. I think I'm happy to trade Aatroxes. We know that they didn't have Momentous Choice from earlier. The moment they use World Ender, we can Ruination. Maybe we use a Darkin Blade on the Moonlit Glenkeeper. Makes it a more formidable blocker. Or we just re-equip and draw the Aatrox again. That also works. So this is the second Aatrox, which we were fine trading our first Aatrox into our opponent. We will save Ruination for the Dark Ender. If my opponent wants to trade Aatroxes again, I'm fine. My Xolaani is growing. Oh, we're not trading Aatroxes, huh? I guess we're doing this. We have no way to ping the Aatrox, sadly. I don't think I glimpse. I want to save mana for a Ruination just in case I need it. 6 mana World Ender. I have a 10 mana World Ender. So if I want a Ruination, I can start with Bloodletters. This way. Maybe bait something, and then we use Ruination. Hi.
Runeterra must die!
I think I want them to play some units first before we attack. So if we're gonna use Ruination... Oh wait, Horazi has Spell Shield. Horazi has Spell Shield. Maybe we can't afford for Horazi to come down. If they put down Naganeka first, then it's a net win for us, but Horazi has Spell Shield. I think we just Ruination now. We can't let Horazi come down with Spell Shield. Xolaani is at 12-12, which will be able to outscale most of units from opponent.
I seek a weapon worthy of Naga Kepuros.
Hi. So they plan to go for Horazi next turn. And I will use my Xolaani. Oh, they go for Kayn. What do you do if I present you with this? And I put regen on it. You don't have an attack. I have to be careful of Unforgiving Cold, right?
A weapon even the shadows fear.
I mastered one weapon. Why not a second?
Your arrogance will be your undoing.
Do they just want to deal face damage to me? Is that their game plan?
You will obey your
They just want to deal face damage to me. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hi. So we just play a blocker?
What's that noise?
I must have it.
Hush.
You will embrace peace.
I think we get the flashy win with Xolaani next turn. Can we accomplish that? I think we might be able to accomplish it. How do we do that? I have to assume they have strike spells. So I'm gonna go for the Xolaani Bloodweaver win condition. I'm gonna use the Xolaani Darkin to kill this spiderling. Oh, that's even greater. That's even greater for us. Opponent actually killed it for us.
I will not.
We win. GG. And just for the flashiness, I'm gonna use this one just to make a wider board. And then we attack with a full board of Xolaanis. Let me do it, opponent. Come on. Let me do it. Please do not surrender. You know you want to see it. Oh, he let me. They let me. Oh. Oh. Damn. GG's, what a game, dude. I did not expect to see Xolaani Bloodweaver, man. As you've seen from the first 3 games, this is a grindy, mid-rangey control deck that combines Shadow Isles' early swarm units with Aatrox's Darkin weapons to outgrind opposing decks over a long game. Equipping cheap units with Darkin weapons will allow them to trade against opposing boards in the early game. As your equipped units strike and die in combat, you progress World Ender's discount effect as well as buff up Xolaani the Bloodweaver's stats. Shadow Isles' several control tools give this deck much needed removal against important matchups. The Ruination in particular will win you many games against opposing Aatrox mid-range decks. Moonlit Glenkeeper is another card that catches many players off guard since you won't expect this card to be ran in a Darkin deck. Moonlit Glenkeeper's sapling can pick off key units in the early game while also progressing Xolaani the Bloodweaver when it dies. A trick that I like to do sometimes is to equip the Darkin Bloodletters to the sapling, since this would discount World Ender and leave behind a Darkin Thrall. Lots of units die when you play this deck, so Thresh was a natural choice as Aatrox's companion champion. He usually eats up removal spells from your opponent, which can open up room for your real late game threats. He can also be very powerful when you equip him with the Darkin Harp or the Darkin Aegis. Speaking of late game threats, you will win with this deck in the late game using your Darkins. Level 2 Aatrox, Darkin followers, and Xolaani the Bloodweaver will ensure that you have a good chance of winning the late game as long as you play correctly. The mulligan for this deck is not that straightforward. As a general rule, you want a combination of an early unit plus an early Darkin weapon. For example, the Darkin Bloodletters plus Hapless Aristocrat, or Fading Icon plus the Darkin Harp. The rest of the mulligan is very matchup dependent. Ruination is good to keep against most mid-range matchups with multiple big threats. Black Spear and Moonlit Glenkeeper are great keeps against decks that have key units on turns 3 to 4. Vengeance is good to eliminate singular threats like Victor or Rise. Vile Feast is obviously great against aggressive decks. Quietus can be great against specific units like Seraphine or Ezreal. Thresh is a card that you can keep if you already have a good hand and if you think that you will have a good chance of leveling him up in the mid-game. If you're still here, 30 minutes plus into a Raphterra YouTube video, you belong to a very exclusive group. Thank you for watching this far along the video, and let me know in the comment section if you're still here. I hope that you enjoy watching the rest of the games where I showcase more matchups and some of the misplays that you need to avoid when playing this deck. We're up against Kayn Leona. I think keeping Ruination will be good. It's a good insurance policy that we don't lose out later on. We might just go for Hapless Aristocrat, press the Darkin Harp. I think we tank this attack for now and look for a better opportunity. I'm gonna start discounting the World Ender with Darkin Harp. We have nothing else to do anyway. I think it's fine. If they're running Silence and Suppress, I just lose this game. Okay, we just chill. We don't mind this. We can set up Black Spear if needed. We also buff up our Xolaani. Ooh, brutal. Brutal play by opponent.
Devotion through battle.
Brutal play, inflicting 10 damage to me with that.
No. The guilty were banned.
Okay. Okay. I accept. I accept the trade. Why? Why though? But why though? Just gonna keep equipping? Because I have nothing else to do anyway? If they summon Sun Guardian here, I'm going to Black Spear. If they do nothing, I pass back. I'm just progressing my Xolaani.
The power of the immortal sun. To shine like the sun, you must burn like it.
No barrier yet on Leona. But it has Challenger.
Behold the sun's holy light.
So they deal some damage. We can go for Bloodletters. Bloodletters into Black Spear seems good. Onto the Leona. If we really wanted to be safe, we could go Darkin Harp. Oh, brutal. So if I go Darkin Harp, that inflicts 2 damage. No, it won't be enough. It won't be enough. Brutal play by my opponent. I think I just have to do this into Dark Spear. I think that's what I want to do. Black Spear, I mean.
Unwavering strength.
Do we even care about this? Might just be better to set up Keeper of the Boxes. Maybe we do care about it a little bit. Right now, I just don't want to die. That's my game plan. Don't die.
There's nowhere to hide.
I didn't save mana for Ruination. I didn't save mana. I needed Ruination for next turn, I think. I lost. I didn't save mana for Ruination.
May our light shine forever.
I lost.
Sunlight blinds.
I probably lost. I need to stop their board from developing. I think I quiet us this round. I think I quiet us. I didn't save mana for Ruination. I'm stupid. Now they could perma-stun me.
May we bleed forever.
Now they perma-stun my units and I die. Oh, we lost. I was too focused on the turn. I forgot about the
Clad in shining
big picture.
sunlight. Bask in the
I can
light's
still afford to pass. This doesn't threaten lethal yet, it's just 8 damage.
Forger, your work is unparalleled.
Blades bright.
That threatens lethal, that's 13 damage. Fucking lost. I didn't prepare Ruination. My bad. I forgot about it. Kale Bard? Okay. Fading Icon, Darkin Harp, Moonlit Glenkeeper. Seems like a good hand. We're attacking on 4. What we can do is equip Darkin Harp on turn 4 into Moonlit Glenkeeper. So we have some activators for Moonlit Glenkeeper. That's great. We can either use Vile Feast or we can use Darkin Harp. Both will work. We will have enough mana for it. You don't block here, of course. Sparklefly. Hi. We have to kill that Sparklefly fast. I'm gonna set up a Darkin Harp plus Moonlit Glenkeeper. That's why I put down the HP of the Sparklefly to 3. I want to spread out my resources by doing this. I want to have 2 units that threaten huge damage each. Let me go for this. This play is very vulnerable to Pale Cascade though. If we really wanted to, we'd say if we could Darkin Harp the sapling. If we really wanted to kill the Sparklefly. But I think this is pretty fine too. It's only Pale Cascade or Guiding Touch. Or Celestial Blessing, I guess. I think this is just it, I guess. They block here, or block here, block here. I think I'm fine with the Spiderling dying. We get the World Ender proc. And we also get the Xolaani buff. It was a tough call though. I didn't have an activator for Darkin Harp. Fine, Kappa. We're fine, Kappa. I might have to go for Joral into Darkin Harp. Might be reaching that point.
Pledge to the dark within.
Or we could just go for our own lifesteal, right? That also works. We could just Aatrox and lifesteal back HP with this Keeper of the Box. Oh, I could do both. I could Darken Aegis and Darken Harp. Plus still get the lifesteal with Keeper of the Box. This is a lot better, I think. I think I don't care if the Keeper of the Box dies. I just want to lifesteal 4 with it. Go on with my life. I will take you. Do we keep the 3? Take the 3-4 or take the 4-1? So Bard blocks, which is fine. Yeah, Bard blocking is fine. They were afraid of something. They thought Bard would die to something there. I think we're good. I think we're good this game. I don't think they can poop out enough elusive damage to kill us. We have the Aatrox coming too to heal up a bit.
I see lies in words and truth in blood.
General, you're alive. A curse. We shall both break this day.
Cannot lie.
So they have Pale Cascade? I'm down to trade Aatrox as I have another one in hand. So I think what they want to do is I go here, they use Pale Cascade, and then they trade here. Which is fine, because I can drag away the... Oh, I can't do this because if they Pale Cascade, Bard levels up. I can't do that. I think I just do this instead. So if they Pale Cascade on Xolaani, it's fine. If they Pale Cascade on Bard, Bard would level up and then it trades with the Joral. So I don't want that to happen. I can still kill Xolaani this way. We're also growing our own Xolaani in the meantime. Huh? We could go for some more healing with Aatrox. We can also try to trigger Thresh. Do we just World Ender? Why don't we just World Ender? Why don't we just World Ender? What's their counter? I almost forgot that World Ender exists. So I don't know why the lifesteal still retains. I don't know why it keeps some keywords and it doesn't keep others. It's a little bit confusing. So I don't know why Fearsome is not retained here, and I don't know... Oh, wait. Because lifesteal is granted, so it keeps lifesteal. Okay, no, I know. Yeah. We do lose the challenger though.
I will end thee at thy insistence.
Yes.
We might have a problem. I think we trolled by not challenging the Xolaani. We might need the Ruination next turn. Xolaani will raise up in stats. I might have trolled. I thought I would keep Challenger. I should have just killed Xolaani. I should have just killed Xolaani. Now I'm still in danger of losing. We might have to save mana for Ruination. Might have to save mana for Ruination.
Solution is an end to their agony.
Mine is a solemn duty.
We just Ruination now. That bailed us out, but we made a misplay there. We should have just killed the Xolaani. We probably didn't deserve to win that one. I still win next turn though. GG's. I'll just swarm the board with Darkins.
All that lives, I will end.
So we have the 0-cost Joral. Start with the 0-cost Joral. Into the 2-cost Anaka. 3-cost Anaka? Oh, wait, why is it 3-cost? So we just play the 1-cost Tyratu instead.
The throb of war must sound one more time.
Into the Xolaani.
What good is freedom to the dead?
And then we kill. We probably kill the Tyratu again. We just want overwhelm damage. We don't want to draw. Got him. Opponent just went AFK, man. Why do people do this? Just surrender. GG's. Small misplay there. I was greedy with the assimilate. I should have just killed their Xolaani.
I will treasure it.
There's a chance I could have lost that one. Discard aggro might be too fast for us. We need to put down... We need to mulligan for early units. No. These are all no-nos. We want our hapless aristocrats, our... what's the card? The 2-cost that summons another 2-cost. We need our hapless aristocrat. We need our early units. We have Vile Feast at least. That's something. Vile Feast is something. So far, it's not looking hot.
Anything else?
Have a Reborn Grenadier. We might have to take this 3 damage. We might have to take this 3 damage to have more defenses for later on. Not the best hand for us, huh? We didn't get in early units. We still have mana for Vengeance next turn if they try to go for a crowd favorite Swarm play this turn.
The party has arrived.
So I attack now. Probably. If we play into survival skills, we just accept it. Just accept the loss, move on. Hi. We could try to work for Moonlit Glenkeeper here by using Darken Harp. That works. We lose ability to Vengeance though. But I don't think we need to Vengeance anything this turn. Yeah, we just Darken Harp into Moonlit Glenkeeper if opponent develops further.
Who's ready to
Yep.
watch and learn?
That's fine.
Now we're cooking.
So the question is next turn, do we kill the Draven or do we kill the Poros? We can block Draven. We can't block the Poros. You just need to stabilize in time. Go develop 2 blockers with Fading Icon. And then equip a weapon and then draw Aatrox next turn. That might be what we need. That might be what we need. I have to hope they can't empty their hand this turn with Jinx. You have to play like that. Guess we do this. We need to start healing with Aatrox next turn. What? They're passing? Why are they passing? Are we just supposed to pass back now? What's their hand? Why are they passing? We just burned their mana there.
Oh, it is a great day for a reckoning.
So we could go for Aatrox. We could also go for Thresh. Thresh seems very good here. Are we in danger of dying in the immediately? I don't think so. But then we could use the heal. Let's just use the heal. Let's not be greedy. Let's start the healing. Aatrox could strike this turn too, which means more healing for us.
Time for the moneymakers. God axes need victims.
So we just block here. We block here. And we block here. Draven's champion spell is scary, but they don't have enough to boost the attack high enough. Seems like a good defense. Am I missing something? We just stabilize with the heals from Aatrox now.
Someone get him up!
And now we can Thresh. Thresh into a strike. Got him! We're diamond, finally! We only lost 1 game on our way to diamond. For today's session, of course, when I already mastered how to play the deck. My win rate of the deck wasn't that great when I was still refining it and studying how to play it, but once I got it, man, we went on a fucking streak.